I found the largest card shop I've ever been to. Welcome to Legends Sports and Games. So somebody in your family collected, or?
Yeah, my brother.
Lear 0708 out of 399 Kevin Durant auto. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, there it is.
Menendez brothers.
Ellie De La Cruz, Jason Dominguez, Jackson Holiday.
If I can just tell jokes and sell cards the rest of my life, I think I'm doing all right.
Something I've never seen in any card shop we've ever been to around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, come with me. Card shops, a balance between modern and old school coming together to create this is exactly what I see. When we traveled to Japan, we got to see displays that were vertical. These are state-of-the-art displays with modern cards and wax. The flooring is so nice. It's a brand new building. They've been here for 6 months. Something we don't get to see a lot in card shops is that they actually have a membership program. So on the Torkelson, it says $120, but it says an M next to there with an $89.99. So you can join the membership here at Legends for $10 and you automatically get a discount. So Lou's gonna give us an inside scoop about the displays and kind of show us what's in them.
I was searching around for showcases trying to find something I really liked. I found on the Wizards website there was something overseas with somebody that had one like this.
Got a 54 tops, 1.5 Jackie.
Dichi Ty Cobb, very desirable card. It's pretty cool. It's technically it's his rookie
Postcard.
Yeah. Dual auto.
Wow, that's cool. Hank Aaron Freeman.
This is the '68 World Series trophy.
This is the real World Series trophy?
That's the one that was issued to Mickey Stanley.
I think it's
20,000.
It's Santiago Sports out here, man. He's the biggest Tigers, Lions fan I've ever seen. George Bush Yale jersey, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Koufax, Joe DiMaggio. This is an authentic Michael Jordan autographed Sports Illustrated. Shout out to the SI King, man. I know you need this one.
54 Dodger ball, Jackie Robinson right there. It's a little rough, but you know it's cool.
Whoa. Jackie Robinson.
Walt Alston, Duke Snyder, Gil Hodges, Roy Campanella. Pretty sweet. This is just before Koufax, 500 home run club ball, Mantle Williams, big boys. That's a cool card. You know, it's a Frojoy ice cream. Yeah, that came in a postcard collection.
That's
and
what I was
like,
thinking.
I looked at that and I'm like, man, that's Lou Gehrig. You know, it's just a random postcard. You know.
Very nice. It's crazy to see some of this stuff.
Yeah,
some of the stuff you don't see every day.
We usually, you know, I mean, you saw our setup. We try to do different stuff, you know, and have like memorabilia, wax, singles, the Miggy game used.
That's a game used bat?
PSA 95 game used bat.
Did you open that, or you said you
no?
just
I bought those. I bought those sealed.
You just wanted them.
Yeah,
for
so
display.
they're all BBCE wrapped. So they have this BBCE wrap.
Uncut sheet.
Uncut sheet.
Kobe's rookie year.
Kobe rookie, right?
Where's the? There it is.
Yeah, Iverson's on there.
But how often would you sell something like this?
Not frequently. You know, that takes the right buyer.
I got that signed. That's cool.
He's one of your guys, right? You collect him?
Yeah, I like it.
Iverson?
Yeah, he's cool. Where's Steve Nash? Steve Nash right there. Seen that card signed a couple times. Very nice. You got Saved by the Bell? $750.
Find another one of them. They don't exist.
Really?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's kind of like what we were talking about. You got to find somebody that wants it.
And Pearl Jam. I didn't even know Pearl Jam had cards.
Yep.
Even though you don't break, you've lasted in the business for 40 years. Someone can't just open a shop and, you know, have longevity. Like, I think part of your business model is you've been in it so long, you've been able to, for you guys, for Baseball Card Connection, for Burbank Cards, you can't replicate that business overnight. There's no way.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to see at a card shop is a card bar. What a better thing at a card bar than to check the condition of a card with a magnifying glass on the card bar. We have an Ohtani section here. So Ohtani is one of the hottest players in baseball right now. Set up my mat and see what I want to maybe grade with PSA or CGC. National Trading Card Day, Crusade Refractor. And like, man, for $2.99, that's a great deal right there. You know, this card bar is a good hangout area. You're looking for singles, you're looking for, you know, cards you may want to grade. At some shops, it's at the front of the shop. It's different. This is different to see, like a round table type, you know, conversation, hangout.
So they're big fans.
So I love it. I can't wait. I'm a big fan of what you're going to show us.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Matt.
Nice to meet you, man.
I have a 61 set. I've got some duplicates in there too, Clemente and Aaron and Ben.
Cool.
And all that good stuff.
Wow.
This used to be a premium too. It's not as much anymore, but like the All Stars came out. It's a high number,
Yeah.
you know, 578, almost the end of the set, and By the time the high numbers came out, people were buying football cards, or they were, you know, they were moving on.
What's the toughest card to get from this set? Just curious from both your perspectives.
For me, it was the Mano. The Sporting News Mano in the basement.
What about you?
Yeah,
What would it be?
that's the most popular one, so that's why it's harder to find. But, you know, I mean, in terms of toughest, that hard to say. You know, I mean, there's some that are just tough grades. You know? Some of those, like the short prints too, that Bob Kerr.
Bob Serve.
Yeah,
Bob Serve. Yeah, he was tough to get. I stumbled into him at a card show.
Well, you think it's a foreign real?
At best. Is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
And that's because the label is older. I mean, look, is it ever the opposite where the label is like that's a 5, but it should be like a 10? Do you see that very often? No, I mean 5 to 7 or
5 to 7. Sometimes. It just they were less consistent back then.
So what do you see when you see these? Tell me.
Well, look at the two fronts. I mean, the centering is way better. The corners are way better. You know, I mean, this is really soft. So, I mean, they're just a lot tougher on it now.
If I'm buying a 58 Mano, I cannot buy that card raw. I just don't know enough about it, so I'm buying it graded. Should be interesting to see. We'll see if Lou gets the deal done. Clear 0708 out of 399, Kevin Durant auto. Are you kidding me? What do we find? Oh my gosh, there it is.
Menendez brothers.
Menendez brothers?
Yep.
Yeah. That's nuts.
So-
I've
so-
seen that card on, I think, the net.
5-6 years ago, this thing came out that they were on there. You know, so it was, and then all of a sudden it got hot and crazy.
Someone was looking at their cards and realized.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I literally saw a video on it.
yeah, it's crazy.
The card's insane.
You know, you got lots of stars. You know, it looks like it's alphabetical. You need your Jordans, and that's going to be about all of this era that's going to have some value. These are the two cards they probably have a bit of value. There's a few others that are okay. Shaq rookie is like probably $10 card. That's part of a set that was
we got those
a little long skinny box.
David Robinson's cool.
The D-Rob was a big deal, you know, at the time.
That was a $32 card back in '90. What is it, like $2 now?
Maybe 5.
When you say big deal, like let's just say,
it was probably-
what was the peak price on this?
I bet you it was $50, $60.
And what's it worth now? $5?
Yeah, 5 to 10. They don't sell real fast, but
Well, you know, so many people think they'll hit the lottery, but most of the time it's a lot of chud, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It just takes up space and people just want to get rid of it. So this company called Fanatics Tops, they bought Tops. They're trying to figure out how you turn a sports fan into a collector. So I'm curious from your end, like it sounds like you want to meet golf, not necessarily have the golf road.
I just want to have fun with my kids and go to games, and I don't know tchotchkes taking up my space in my house.
that's good. So when we have William Shatner back, you'll get a picture with him, but you don't want to.
You don't necessarily care about the card.
But even then, I'm not printing the picture out. I'll keep it on my phone with 10,000 others.
Right. I get it.
This hobby is just not for everybody, man. I get it. We're learning a lot. All right, guys. So Luke closed the deal. You know, it was a lot of junk wax. You know, let's be real. You know, the number. You know, it was a fair number for both. They were trying to dump it. You're obviously going to use some of it, and you found some vintage cars, some cool vintage.
The 89 Upper Deck set was cool.
Not necessarily some 90s, but we got some.
Those are 66, 61. That's
So those could be cool for set builders, stuff like that. All right, you got the deal done, everyone. There you go. Just another day in the life of Card Shop. We have an amazing back room, which I love a good back room. There's always some interesting stuff. That's just behind the scenes. This is where the grind happens. This is like where you're here in the middle of the night. You got to get the work done. You got the employees, you know, hustling. You got the eBay listings going up. You got the junk wax in the back. You got some hidden gems back there. Show us around. Collections we just picked up, sets that we just got in a collection. You can tell by the number I throw up there. You know, if it's a 50, it's pretty good. I'll raise you one, you Darvish. You still like buying sets though? No, I wouldn't say that. It just happened to be that there was a massive amount of sets in this collection. About 2 million cards. It was sets of a ton of stuff, and then a lot of bulk. Kind of attacked it, split it up. You know, got all the good stuff out as much as we could. I guarantee there was some stuff that we bulked out that was probably pretty good, but you can't go through everything. This is your eBay area? Yep, hundreds of baseballs, big stack of Tiffany sets. You use Fujitsu scanners? Oh yeah? Oh my gosh, shout out to Don Caruso. Look at this, I'm putting the product on. I seen Burbank use these. Yep. And do you connect with Don? I think we did when we got them. What do we got here? That's a Pete Rose lot. I told my guys to get it on. This is all Pete Rose? All Pete Rose, yeah. Wow. Rest in peace, man. Yes. Hall of Famer? He will be. Do you think he should have been before? Obviously.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, But, you know, maybe the purists out there, maybe not as much. But if it sells well, if it does well online, or if it does well in the store, then I like it.
Feel that. Got Simpsons packs.
Back to the Future.
Man.
Back to the Future's not so good. But,
Back to the Future with the stick of gum.
Yeah. I think they were better than $1, though. I know they were better than $1, so that's why we pulled them off the floor and somebody priced them up at that. Aaron McNair. Yeah.
Rest in peace, man. He's good. He's a good player.
I bought a collection of those things. They're called Big Little books.
What are they?
Big Little books. They're kind of like comic books and hardcover back in these are from the 30s, 40s.
They're worth a lot?
You know, that lot, flip it over, there's a tag. Probably
$90.
$90 for that stack. I bought about 1,100 of these things in one collection at a estate sale that I went to. I went to the estate sale to buy a nice magic box. It was like a revised magic box, which is I don't know, like $3,000 or something like that.
But like a market like this, you're not selling in the shop.
No, not at all. That goes online and it trickles, but we've done really well with it.
But like something like that, is it because you know it because of just history, or do you know it because just you've seen it sell?
I know of it, you know, and I'm familiar with them enough to, and I saw, well, you know, if I can get into these things for $1 a piece. That's a rookie.
Peyton Manning rookie?
Oh, yeah. But it's missing the card. I think he graded the card and we bought the card as well.
So a lot of these will be available on eBay?
Yeah, they're all online.
And that's Legends Sports GR on eBay? Or?
Probably Legends Fan Shop.
Legends Fan Shop on eBay.
That's my website name. Although if you go to legendsportsandgames.com, it'll bring you to the Legends Fan Shop.
Alright, this is my favorite part, not because it's valuable, but it just looks cool. Look at all the wax. I love it, like by color, the yellows, the blues are here, the browns, the reds, the greens, the yellows, the Bowmans, the league leaders, the NHL.
Those are fun, the 81 Fleer, the 82 Donna.
This one here?
boxes. Yeah, those are good.
What are we looking for in here?
Rick and Ricky. These are fun, but it's sealed. But this is the one that has the Shaq auto with a quad auto.
How much is this worth?
I think they're a couple hundred each.
Desert Storm? What was the story on this? Was this ever...
Well, when it came out, I mean, it was such a huge deal.
Somebody's family's college fund is sitting here, like back in the 90s.
Right.
Oh, what are those?
There's no label on them. That's
Oh,
the thing.
dude, is this
It's a rack pack. But
13-14 Panini?
Yeah.
12-13. Post NBA lockout right here.
Yeah,
NBA lockout was wild for NBA cards.
Yeah.
They like delayed the
There you
cards. Oh, there it is.
Seiko rookie on the pack, rack pack.
Guys, we're rich. That's it. It's over. Can you imagine? Like, let's just say he didn't do steroids. Do his values? Do they?
Oh, they'd be through the roof. They'd be a lot higher.
I still think out of all of them, Bonds should be a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. Gary Harris.
That is Gary Harris.
Gary Harris. I used to get his autograph a lot.
Yep.
He was a nice guy. Okay, Xavier Tillman.
There you go. Is that a dual sign? Oh no, that's just is that
Oh,
inscribed?
he inscribed it. Like he inscribed
Yeah,
a
bunch
lot
of
of
inscriptions.
stuff on there.
Yeah. So Tillman's from here.
Oh, he's actually from Grand Rapids.
So we did a couple signings with him.
You told us this was a Jerry Stackhouse game used?
Game used ball, not by Stackhouse, by
G League.
the G League team that he coached. Tyson gloves.
You want to talk about like he does sign a lot, but he consistently could sell his stuff.
Absolutely.
A Mike Tyson glove will always sell.
Yep.
Crazy. Shout out to Fitterman Sports. He's a good friend.
Yep.
John and Lisa from Baseball Card Connection. He was telling me
Great people.
He was telling me like a lot of people would line up outside the drugstore to get these factory sets. Like factory sets, people would buy these factory sets just to keep them.
I remember traveling out in LA and in California, doing the whole coast and buying from different wholesalers and setting up at shows and. Where do we do them?
Did you ever go
Sacramento?
You went to Sacramento?
Oh, yeah. It might be a good thought for fanatics. You know, I mean, stop making factory sets and
No more sets.
and try to
Let's build it.
and then people will buy more boxes and try to build more sets. You know, 12 or 13 is probably the most valuable. It's like $100 each on those.
Wow. To me, it's a part of a timeline and history of cards, and I think you got to keep the timeline alive.
This is all gaming product. This is all cases of product, wax.
Is there such thing as too much wax?
Yes, there is. Because we're one of the the heirs for Upper Deck, authorized internet retailer. We have more Upper Deck product than we would have otherwise.
Do you ever look at it and you're like, okay, we've had this for 6 months, we've had this for a year, okay, it's been a year and a half, we should move this.
I usually say that about 6-8 weeks. You know, I like to turn stuff over. We have William Shatner coming to the store next week, and it got postponed to January 18th. So, we will save these for him for then. This is our shipping area. Yeah. Got this cool new Yu-Gi-Oh sign. That's pretty sweet, huh?
So these are outgoing orders.
Those are all orders. Yeah.
So the people are making these orders online?
Mm-hmm. That's all. This is all TCG player orders.
All right, well, guys, that was the back room. More organized than I thought it'd be, but Look, Backrooms.
We're getting there.
Backrooms is like I think it's interesting. It's behind the scenes, and you know, for what it's worth, I think you guys have plenty of inventory. So I mean, there's plenty of stuff to buy, right?
Yeah.
And they can buy it on your website or on eBay.
Absolutely. This is Lou Whitaker's career number 200 home run game, and it's a lineup card. It's the lineup card that they use in the game. So it was against the Mariners. So you got Griffey in the lineup.
Look at that, Ken Griffey's in the lineup.
That's the original.
Is that signed right there?
That's his autograph. Yeah.
Wow.
Certified.
Career number, what is that?
200 home run.
We've actually formed these into sets. So look at this. We got 2016 opening day. We got Corey Seager rookie full set. We got a 2006 Topps update set. This is pretty cool. 2001 EX full set. Glitter kind of finish. If anybody collected in 2001, look at these cards. They don't make cards like Jeff Jenkins. Oof. Eric Karros, Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens, Rocket. Topps Allen and Ginter is one of my favorite sets. But as you can see, 2014 Ginter, you can get the full set for 2014, including that Snoop Dogg card, which is actually super rare. Tony Hawk and Buster Posey right there. And these are full 2010 Ginter sets. 2017, we got Tom from MySpace. We got Aaron Judge rookie. We got 2008 right there, Kershaw and Joey Chestnut. I gotta say that Kershaw is probably like $5-10, and the Chestnut easily $5-10. You pay for your set right there. And then this set, I know this one's very rare, 2006. And I also want to give a shout out to Ginter Gold Fever on Instagram, biggest Allen Ginter collector ever. I think he would love this to see that we're highlighting Ginter. It's a great set. So I used to get a lot of these Ginters signed back in the day. Hulk Hogan and Mike Tyson. It's $180. You can see all these sets here. 2016 Topps Heritage, 2015 Topps Heritage, 2014, 2012 Topps Heritage, 2011. My friends would get these cards signed. Some of my autograph friends, and they'd build these sets. Project 2015 Heritage. They were Instagram accounts. They actually would get all these cards autographed in person at baseball games. So pretty cool to see those full sets. People get them signed. Roger Clemens. They're all JSA authenticated. Willie Hernandez, Pete Rose, rest in peace. Al Kaline, Bob Feller, Greg Maddux, Whitey Ford. You know, just a lot of autographs. And then if we go right here, this is pretty cool. We got some sets of football. So I've actually gotten this card signed. Joe Theismann, 75 Topps. Great for Lake Tahoe. Grab some of these. Can't go wrong with Ohtani. Mike Trout gave me his jersey. And it's got, whoa, yo, this is actually crazy. This Mike Trout jersey is a buy. You know why? It's got dirt on it. It's got dirt on it. It's game used. That's fire. You don't see that very often today. Game used Mike Trout jersey card with the dirt. No, they're cards. I thought it was an Ohtani coaster. Jackson Holiday's holding his first Bowman. Never seen that card before.
No, it's quarters or dollars.
Is there a strategy to this, or
Not really. I have it set to win every time. So if you do it right, you win. But it doesn't mean they do. I think probably 1 and 2 win.
Please.
Oh, see, you're already headed around too many.
Okay, so if I would have won, it would bring out a poker chip.
Bring out a poker chip. You can win one of these, or you get this. So you know, most of them are going to be like top load or poly sleeve. Or
Okay, $10 Legends gift card, 3x4 top loaders. Well, I'll tell you this, we're gonna see this in a lot more card stores. You're Sam.
Yes.
And tell me what you do at Legends.
Restocking supplies, keeping, the card bar organized, refilling dollar bids and things like that with new stuff. There's never really a dull moment. And the moment I am stressed, you're just like, oh yeah, I sell Derek Jeter cards for a living. What is there to be stressed out about? One of the recent things we started doing is we started kind of marking, our new boxes and kind of dating them. So now we're going to kind of like rotate, cards in and out. So if you come in regularly and go through our dollar boxes, you should see something new.
$2 to $15.
$2 to $15, $1 cards. You get the Cal Ripkins, Chipper Jones rookies. Cool stuff. The old gold label.
Yeah, those look cool.
Always a mix, a different array of unique items, die cuts, and we get a lot of guys. Like this gentleman, they'll come in and they sit down for an hour or two going through boxes.
I get it.
And
That's
so
me, man.
you got to keep it new for those guys.
Out of show, man, I get it.
I always like the slap box. It's always cool because there's, different cards ranging from $15 to $25 in there.
Dang, autos.
Let's see what kind of steals are in there right now.
I remember paying like $150, $250 for the card. Jeez.
Oh, that's fun too when you see that stuff.
Throwbacks. Paul Pierce rookie.
An EX 2000, not the greatest grade, but EX 2000 Garnett, iconic.
Serena Williams, PSA 9. I mean, you're basically rewarding yourself by spending the time in there, and it's also like an affordable way to collect cards.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like I'm the kind of collector. Like I've got some bigger stuff. I've got my PSA 10 rookie Miguel Cabrera, but then I've got a shoebox full of dollar stuff. We just try to keep things organized and simple.
We got rules. One box at a time. Keep stacks of cards small. Return cards to the same box when they're done. Man, that's a big one. Return boxes back to where they were originally, and no children unsupervised under 12 years old.
Yes.
Good thing I'm 13. They gotta come through. This is
a spot.
State of the art shop, you guys.
If you're gonna drive far, come to our card show. Come check out our spot. It's definitely it's worth the trip.
That's good. Like passion in the hobby, and they've built a place for people to really come together, and there's a little bit of something for everyone here.
Got you one.
What do you have on? Is your favorite player?
Oh yeah, Sewell.
Morgan.
Yeah, I'm a Michigan fan, but big guy myself, so you gotta show the big guys some love.
Me too, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
That's cool. So he watches the channel. So if you guys watch the channel, you sign your favorite player's card, put a 1/0 on there. I'll add it to my piece. Welcome to the card show venue in a freaking card shop. 78 table card show with an enormous card shop and a warehouse full of inventory in the back. Are you kidding me? They literally have a TV themed scoreboard. You can put 4 different games on. Sports with collectibles to me is like such a good combo. So to see it here at Lou Brown's shop, I think it's a great adjustment. I think a big part of hanging out in the hobby is grabbing some dollar boxes, leaving the wife and kids, and sitting here for 10 hours. Cracked ice, some silvers, name is Kata for Boston. Color match green, Chris Middleton. I could go through these all day and find some good deals. A card shop isn't just about putting showcases and pops and mini boxes around. It's about an experience you cannot miss. When you go to a card shop, you should feel like it's a nice escape. It's a hobby. It's something that brings you together, something that allows you to, if you had a tough day at work, tough football practice, you had a long day with your family, you had, your team lost the game. You come over here, hang out, watch a game, look at some cards, hang out with the Legends crew. That experience should be unique, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't always revolve around dollars. Ooh, nice pickup.
eBay, Shags Cards, Instagram, everything Shags Cards. Shout out to Legends here. If you're in Michigan, come here. This is my local card shop, and these guys are phenomenal. So.
What'd you pick up?
This Barry Auto.
Are you kidding me?
$379 coming back.
Pretty happy. I just traded away a Barry Auto back there, so got to replace it now.
You got another one's pretty cool too.
Yeah, Gibbs.
He's not too expensive.
No.
Not bad, man. Hey, are you a member?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep, I'm
You
here.
gotta be a member.
I'm here pretty frequently.
Dude, memberships, bro. He saved $25 on his card.
We have about 20 employees right now. John is my friend and manager.
And how long have you guys known each other?
So I've been working for Lou for about 15 years, but I used to go to his first card shop back when I was in high school.
You were 24 and he was in high school.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's so great that you guys have known each other that long, and I can't tell you how many card shows I've been to where the customers have become employees. Tell them what you're doing for the shop. So what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
I guess my title is retail manager, trying to keep stuff flowing in and out of the shop.
Between John and I, we have 11 kids. So
what?
Yeah, so it's fun coming here.
Yeah.
It's easier here. I've worked different places, and it's work. You come here, it's still work, but it's you love being here.
So Mike, how'd you do on your breaks?
I did tremendous.
All right, let's see it. You show us. You show us what you
Let
got.
John run through
Well,
it.
obviously we have the National Treasures 101 Will Levis plate with the Nike swoosh. The Victor, that was a redemption
Fresh
that he
from
just
Topps?
fresh from Topps.
Whoa.
Victor Auto.
You did pretty good.
He did really. He does pretty well.
How long have you been coming here?
When you guys first moved from the other...
6-7 months. Jason Young.
Let's
Obviously Tiger.
Heck yeah, man. It's Josh's brother right there. We're just texting this brother.
Yamamoto.
Whoa.
A couple more prospects.
How did you get into the hobby?
Reading about it, I think it's been becoming more and more popular just in general, and give me something to do, and I needed something to do to occupy my time, it looked like and get to meet other different people as well.
And this was your first experience in hobby? You didn't collect as a kid?
No, well, I mean, a little bit, but not like this.
Acuna to 15
man.
out of the new Bowman Sterling. This little Wyatt Langford to 100 auto Bowman Sterling. There's the- Oh yeah, he messes around with football a little bit.
Oh, is that
How about that outer luminance?
Dang, JJ McCarthy, Dallas Turner, on-card auto. This is a nice one, man. Ricky, I'm from Northern California. Ricky Pearsall, from Florida.
That was a pretty wild story, man.
Dude, I mean, I'm from Northern California. Like, California is wild with that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's like whatever. That's just
Langford at 75.
Triple auto from I think Lawler and Drew Jones. They are beautiful autograph from Mr. Burks. Just such a cool patch.
That was a cool one. Ellie De La Cruz, Jason Dominguez, Jackson Holiday. Jeez, bro, those are the guys right there.
That's the
I know. Sir, that's
number
one of 10.
Number 1 out of 10. Museum collection.
Oh,
Eddie Murray to 15.
Eddie Murray, Austin
Riley to 10.
That's sick.
And that's just stuff that doesn't even get on our radar with Mr. Mike.
So it sounds like so you're obviously doing well with your breaks, and then customer service. You guys are working
Well,
together.
he requires a team.
One of the most underrated parts about Legends is their gaming. And I'm here with
Dylan, yeah. Hey guys.
We're going to show you guys a little bit about the Pokemon, TCG, and Magic the Gathering, and the gaming part of Legends, which obviously is a huge part here.
Legends has been doing gaming stuff way back since like Magic the Gathering first came out, basically alpha beta type stuff. I remember coming here when I was like 12 years old for the gaming stuff as a kid, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that, and we started working here a few years ago, and now we've exploded with all the new craze around
It's
it.
incredible. You have like all these. I know we have dollar boxes for sports cards. I didn't know they had like 10-cent, 15-cent bins for Magic.
Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, they all have pretty creative communities, and a lot of them have started doing anything where like there are ways to play where you only use like the 10 and 15-cent card.
Because in sports, we're buying to speculate, to collect because we like the player. But here, people are actually using these cards into a physical game.
Oh yeah, no, and you get collectors, you get speculators, especially Pokemon. There's a big collecting aspect, but like the play is what drives it all. It's your stuff that you're playing with your friends on Friday nights. You played with it with your friends on the playground when you were a kid. That's the kind of stuff that drives the market with the gaming.
1999 Pokemon, for me, I'd never played the game, but I just thought the holos were cool, so my brother would always bring them to collect them.
Man,
that was a big part.
Tell you what, I once I started working here, started looking at like the value on cards. I dug up my old collection. I remember I wrote my name on the back of every single card just to make sure my older sister wouldn't get them from me. Looking at what it means to people really drives my enthusiasm for it. We have probably one of the bigger communities here in Grand Rapids. We have some nights on the weekends where we'll have over 100 people back in our event space, just jamming different games, hanging out with their buddies. Most of our graded stuff is Pokemon. That's probably the best grader. We got a couple of Moonbreons from Evolving Skies, both PSA 10 we picked up recently. These are like top of the line for modern Pokemon right now.
Why is this such a big card?
So Umbreon's probably always been one of the more popular Pokemon just for his design and how cool he is. But also like this card was extremely difficult to pull out of packs. Like you could spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars opening packs and never see one of these.
Wow.
So to get two and then in PSA 10, that's a pretty stellar pickup for us. For $500 raw, you get it graded, it might be 7 or 8 now. Even since the first one of these two came in a few weeks ago, they've gone up probably another $100. Like,
What do you think?
this type of stuff's awesome.
What do you think the ceiling on those? Like, do you think there's like 2,000, 3,000 one day, or
Ceiling's tough to say. I would say like this is only a few years out of print. So if you went like 10, 20 years out, these could be like a $3,000-$4,000 card. All right. It's hard to say for sure, but I could see it.
I'm not going to be buying Bitcoin. I'll buy 20 to 30 Umbreons.
Yeah, we got some other cool stuff in here. We pick up a lot of PSA stuff. We got our Lugia V alt art. That's another pretty sick one that people were hunting for a while.
What would you say has the most passionate fan base?
Oh, it's got to be Pokemon, man. Pokemon, you got everybody from business guys who loved it when they were kids to parents that need the perfect thing for their kid for Christmas. Like, every person who comes in here has some kind of connection to Pokemon, whether it's hearing their kids talk about it all the time, having a card that, they gave to their neighbor that they found out later was $1,000. It's the type of thing where everybody's got a Pokemon story. Everybody's had their Charizard, their Rayquaza, something that they remember from when they were a kid or something they've been told. It connects to everybody. My favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza. It came out in some of the games that were out around 2004, 2005. That's
Pokemon Emerald.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Emerald. That was basically where I started as a kid, and I've loved it ever since. Everything about it. We got a good amount of like playmats and stuff. Those are like, they're almost like a mouse pad material that people play their games on. You get all kinds of cool designs with those, some third-party characters. Up here we got our deck boxes. They get pretty fancy. Like we've got this guy from Magic's newest release, Duskmorn. That's all horror themed. Down here we've got our sleeves. They get a lot more colorful than some of what you'll see with sports because everyone wants to kind of bling out and style out their decks that they're playing. We've got our bigger storage boxes down below. They're all tough, hard plastic material. And then as we're getting over here, we're getting into more of like our actual card games. We probably have over 10 different card games that we have here, both selling for packs, singles, playing games. The newest one is Junior Arena. That is like all different anime, TV shows, and stuff like that, and it's been pretty popular so far. Carry a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry, I know that game's huge.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't really do a lot with it until our recent move about 6 months ago, but it's been really popular. We get cool alt art covers. A lot of people that are into Magic, into Pokemon, they're also into D&D, the role playing. Lily's Full Force, and then this Lycia.
So are these more collectible, or are these good for like playing the game?
Oh, these are both for sure. A lot of the best Pokemon stuff is the stuff that's cool, collectible, and can play the game. You got to hit that threefold to get all the way up there. Yeah, those have a combined value of close to $500 right now.
These two cards?
Yes, sir.
So this is my concern. I'm a big proponent of keeping the card in good condition. But when you play the game, do you keep the cards in these? Can you keep them in the top loaders? Or
you have to put them in soft sleeves. But depending on the game, you can also do what's called double sleeving, which is where you have 2 different layers of soft sleeves. And more often than not, it'll keep 99% of the wear and tear off the card.
But if I like get excited and I play Lily's Full Force and I just like Gronk spike it, the condition can be.
See, Pokemon's nice to us in that most of their rare cards, they have less cool base versions of it that you can get.
I'd be scared to play with this though, because I would also like, and this is me just being like the sports guy, I would want to preserve the value.
Oh yeah, no, and it's definitely on people's mind. Some games they have a community where they'll even let you, if you have the card, you can keep it in your binder, and you'll just have like a cheaper card with the name written on it or something.
Introduce us to the team.
Yeah, so I got Chase in here. He came on with us this spring, and he's been nothing but awesome. He is mostly into Pokemon, but he's got a few other games he helps us with as well. Everybody here usually has like one specialty, and then a lot of stuff that they're just broadly good with. We got Cam. He's our newest team member. He started about 2 months ago. He's our Magic guy. And then we got Trung here. Hello. He's filling in for a member of the crew we've got out right now, but he plays a lot of our side games out of Japan, like Card Fight Vanguard and Weiss Schwartz.
So you have like an expert for everything.
Oh yeah, no, we every game we try to have at least one person on staff who just is deeply invested in it personally.
The most overrated Pokemon card and the most underrated Pokemon card.
Oh, I don't want to say the Zard, but I think it's gotta be the Zard. Not because it's not cool, but just because like, you got your Blastoise, your Venusaur, your Mewtwo, and the Zard just like outpaces them so much. When I feel like they're all pretty cool. I feel like there should be more respect for like the Blastoise especially. I think that's my underrated one.
I'm gonna have to also go with the Charizard. Like, I like Lugia personally, but out of like most things, Nidoking I think is like very underrated in my opinion. So.
How about you?
I would also have to agree with the Charizard. I definitely think it's just because of the fire type. Everyone just kind of went with it as a kid and it stuck with them. I'm a Snorlax fan.
Hitmonchan is one of my favorites.
Hitmonchan's sweet.
Hitmonchan's. I don't have an overrated, underrated. I just like Hitmonchan, man.
Yeah, it might make you feel better to know that back when the card game was brand new, that first Hitmonchan was one of the most like overpowered cards in the world.
Really?
Yeah, that thing was busted.
Wow. Okay. How about you? Do you have an overrated, underrated Pokemon?
I would say I agree with this guy, Charizard. Listen, Charizard.
Are you guys saying that because you got like, is that like a universal Pokemon thought? Do people think like that?
Oh, I think there's a little bit of it, just because it's the most catered to one. So it's not that Charizard's bad. It's just that we want more love for the other guys too.
Yeah.
Now,
Why is Charizard the grand, like, the big king of everything?
It's just he was from the original batch. He was definitely the most popular, and even now he's probably top 10 easy. And so it's just something to roll with, something that's generically popular, especially with the old school fans. Lorcana's the new guy of the bunch. He's probably the fastest and biggest up and coming game. It's a little over a year in, and the results just speak for themselves. I've never seen a new game get so popular so consistently. Like, usually stuff's popular when it comes out, flash in the pan, a couple years go by and it's nothing, but Lorcana just keeps getting bigger. With Pokemon, we got crazy looking stuff coming out all the time, all kinds of sweet products like the tins, these boxes here. The coolest one, you know, going back to our boy.
There he is. We're calling him out.
We just got these.
There he is.
These
We
are
just
the
called his ass out.
Charizard Super Premium collections. You get 10 packs. You get the entire Charizard line, and you get the figure with it all. This thing is
sick.
sweet looking.
What's the best selling Pokemon product right now?
I would say the closest thing we have to Evolution's recent is the Pokemon 151 set.
The Japanese?
Japanese and the English. It's a love letter to the OG Pokemon fans. It's all different new artwork for the original Pokemon. There's so much sweet stuff in it. There's cool Charizards, cool Blastoise, cool Venusaur. If you have a Pokemon in the original 151 that you love, there's a cool card for it. Going through what we have on the shelf, we got the newest thing, which is Stellar Crown. Get a little restock out here, but this is the newest legendary Pokemon. This is Terapagos. I love this, and it's been pretty popular lately. They got a lot more colorful with some of the cards coming out of this compared to the previous ones. They got kind of like a rainbow thing going on. This is the chase card from the set. This is the Terapagos, the cover card.
What's that worth?
This guy right now is worth about $120.
That's not bad.
Oh yeah.
And how much does that box cost?
This is about a $40 box right now.
Okay, so I was gonna say, could you buy the card and not buy the box? But it sounds like you could buy a couple boxes and maybe take a chance.
Yeah, it can be a tough pull, but Pokemon's pretty reasonable. They have good ratios for finding the cool stuff. And one thing I've always liked about gaming is that even if you don't get like the big money card, every card has something you can do with it. You can play with it. People collect random Pokemon. For every Pokemon there is, it's somebody's favorite.
I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, you remember the dual disc?
Yes, sir.
Yo, get me up on a dual disc right now,
Hey,
man.
I got mine at home. Let's go.
Man, what you got, bro? Tell me about Yu-Gi-Oh, man, because I grew up on it. Like, before sports cards, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to play in tournaments. Like, it was so fun. Tell me about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I don't know anything about it.
Right now, Yu-Gi-Oh is my main community. I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh guy here. We get anywhere from like 25 to 50 people 2 to 3 nights a week for Yu-Gi-Oh.
And they're dueling.
Yeah, they're dueling.
Man, I want to come back here.
It is the most popular I've seen it locally. It is so exciting. We just got a new release, Rage of the Abyss. That's cool. And then a few weeks ago, we got our new 25th anniversary tins. Game's been out for a little over 25 years now. 25 years in the States.
Kaiba, Yu-Gi-Oh.
OGs, man, you can't beat them.
For me, Yu-Gi-Oh cards weren't about the way they look, man. I just played the game. But for Pokemon, never played the game, loved the way they look.
Yeah, I would say.
I don't know what that was all about.
I would say that's like probably the big split. So we got the big 3 in gaming, which are Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. They're the biggest and longest standing games. Yu-Gi-Oh, it's 90% play, 10% like just stuff that you stuff in a binder and collect. Pokemon, it's the other way around. I'd say it's 90% stuff you collect, 10% stuff you play. Magic is that middle ground where you get like that 50-50, where there's lots of old collectible stuff and there's lots of new playable stuff, and I really like how the 3 of them kind of splay out with a balance like that. Pokemon right now, we're still working on getting that going. When we changed facilities, we had to reapply, so that's going to be a little bit of a process.
Reapply for?
To host events, yeah. Okay. It's attached to the venue.
Yeah.
But with Yu-Gi-Oh, we've got the biggest turnout probably close to in the entire state. We see anywhere from 30 to 50. Thursday nights at 6:30 is our main night. We also do like retro nights on Fridays where it'll be like your 2005 cards, your 2010 cards, stuff so you can go back and play with your childhood again. We also hold Commander, which is the most popular for Magic right now. That's Friday nights at 6:30 as well. Friday nights are a big night for us.
Chase has a Hitmonchan on Pokemon Go, and he renamed it Mojo.
Yo!
And the cool thing about that is it's the shiny one too.
I'm gonna cry. Dude, that's sick, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad I could make your day, bud.
No, dude, this is cool. I'm gonna tell you guys, I can see the passion with you guys, and I like it because I'm passionate about sports cards. But you know, when you're passionate about collecting, it's like even though we're not doing the same thing. We're collecting the same exact thing. The passion's still there.
Yes, sir.
There's so many different elements though. It's just like you guys. I wish sports had like a game that we could play, but we're just not.
We gotta come up with one. We'll come up with one.
They've tried, you know. It's just it hasn't hit yet. Uno NFL maybe.
We got a monthly card show that goes on the second Saturday of every month. 75 tables. It's a big event. It definitely is worth making the trek out for.
Yo, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. If you guys are ever out in Detroit, come out to Grand Rapids, Michigan. You guys will not be disappointed. One of the largest card shops we've ever been to. And man, just had a great time. Huge shout out to Lou Brown, thank you so much. And just for reference, give them the address, the hours, and where to find you guys on Instagram and all that.
Just a quick couple hours from Detroit, 3661 28th Street in Grand Rapids, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 10 to 9 Friday and Saturday, and 12 to 6 on Sunday.
And you guys can follow them on Instagram. We put that link down below. If you're into gaming or if you're into sports cards, you could shop here until, if you're on a late night drive, come here at like 8 o'clock, right?
Oh yeah, no problem.
8 o'clock, come in here and buy some sports cards. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe, like, comment. We'll see you for the next video. Peace.